Eric, what was it like coming in, obviously putting on Bengals colors? I know you didn't do a ton today, but what was it like getting out there?
Honestly, it was kind of bittersweet. I was excited to get out there and, see the guys move around and finally, be a part of a team, but it just stinks like not being able to do things right now and just watching everybody run around and play, and it's like kind of like, that kid that's sitting in timeout at recess. So that's what it feels like.
Where are you at in your recovery right now?
I'm feeling good, every day I'm feeling good. I'm just ready to attack PT and getting back to, playing. I feel great. I move great. It's just a matter of time because things are still healing in there. I'm only 6 months out of surgery, so.
Is the regular season a realistic goal for you?
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. Of course. Well, I think so. I guess it's up to the trainers, but I feel great. I feel like I can play by then, so.
Is it hard? You say you feel good and you feel like you're not far from, being clear. Is it hard? Does that make it especially hard to sit over there knowing that you feel like you can probably do more than what you're doing?
Oh yeah, of course. But I just try my best to listen to the trainers, but not only that, just take care of my body and make sure that I'm being smart because like 6 months after that big of a surgery on my knee, I just take things day by day and just work my hardest and be back.
To drive right down the interstate and be here in this facility, so close to home, what was it like just walking in here and, like he mentioned, you putting on the orange and black?
It's kind of surreal. Like I grew up a Cowboys fan, but I always rooted for the Bengals, and everybody here is Bengals fans. Where I in Fairfield where I grew up, so it's kind of like crazy, like being here in my hometown and being able to play for my family and friends, and not only am I playing the game I love, but I'm surrounded by the people I love as well. So it's pretty cool.
What are you trying to learn off the field? There are things obviously you can do off the field to try and get yourself accustomed to the Cincinnati Bengal way.
Off the field, I just, I met with Jackson Carman a few times already, just going over plays, and he's telling me different things about say we had I don't want to say the exact thing, but how do I say it? He's just teaching me different ways to remember plays and just what inside a play call would give away what I'm supposed to do, things like that. Just giving me savvy vet tips. So
how does it transfer over with the trainers? Do they pick up where whoever was kind of leading your rehab left off, or is there how did that process? How does that work? Have they sat down with you here's where we're at with picking up your plan, or are you still just rehabbing with other people?
So they kind of just honestly, from what I got from it is they just pretty much don't worry about what all I've done and just test it themselves, and wherever I'm at, they pick up. Today I did a test to see how strong it was and what was stronger, and like my hamstring and quad and stuff like that, and based off of that, what's weakest, I strengthen that up and things like that.
So they're kind of starting it over, basically. Let's see where you're at right now, and we'll kind of take over and start over.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
That's got to be good. I mean, you're in good hands at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Not that you weren't before, but I'm sure there's a lot of excitement about they know what all our goals are here and we can work together.
Yeah, it's just smart, not rushing things, and day by day, attack it, and hopefully, which I think I am for sure, I'm gonna be back by training camp, and that's the goal, and the trainers seem pretty optimistic about it. So
yeah.
When you compare this rehab with the knee to what you had to do back-wise, I know it's completely different. Has this been a harder process for you?
Way harder, because my back was really was not an issue at all. I had my back was killing me, and then I went into surgery, woke up from surgery, and felt completely normal. So going into workouts and rehab for that, I felt fine. But now it's days where my knee hurts, and it's days my leg is stiff because I had I think 8 30 visits. So traveling and being on the plane and things like that, like nonstop, like it kind of felt like weird some days, like just stiff, just from sitting down a lot and not moving. Because, you know, since, you know, my surgery, I've been doing PT all the way up until my 30 visits, which was like a week after the combine.
Why do you think people made such a big deal of your surgery then? Because like when we were reading all of the draft previews on you after you got selected, they were saying like you had like a very severe back injury. Like they were saying it was like potentially career ruining.
Yeah, because I think, because my post, when I posted, I said, what did I say, like a life-changing surgery? It's because it was life-changing for me. I mean, I've never had a back injury before, and you know, just having that back pain, it was just like scary. Like I couldn't do anything. So it was tough. It was tough for me, and that was like my real like first like injury like ever. So like that kind of like put me like in a dark like place at the time. But it was like it was like literally like I woke up from the surgery, didn't even remember going to sleep, because you know how that stuff works today. Yeah, the anesthesia is like next thing you know you're waking up, and it's like I was fine and I was good and I was able to do everything. I could sit down, and I had a cold at the time, so like I wake up, like when I have a big sneeze, like my back is not killing me, and it's like it was just a life-changing surgery. But yeah.
Do you kind of like, yeah. Well, I was gonna say, do you kind of, I mean, obviously you can't take it back, but do you feel like you had to explain yourself even more through this process because the way it kind of got twisted?
Yes, it seemed like teams were more worried about like my spine surgery more than like my knee, because like, I mean, that's all teams are asking about. And I'm like, man, I'm fine with my back. Really, all they did was it was a microdiscectomy. They just went in there and just took that stuff that was on my nerve that was making me hurt, just took it off, and I was good. That was the only thing that was causing the pain, so.
If you want to bore these two, I have also had a microdiscectomy.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it was life-changing. It was very quick. It's amazing how quick, though. Like, it was literally, I was back, like, feeling like myself. This is not important.
Oddly enough, Paul doesn't run like you.
No, not at all. I had to have the second one.